Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today we're going to be doing another plan with me because I do this every month. And this week I'm kind of going with the teal theme. I feel like I use teal fairly often, but this is actually my week from last week when I'm recording this, not the current week, which is what I usually do because I filmed this in advance because I went on yet another little vacation. But yeah, the topic for this week is going to be YouTubers that I really like, or like new YouTubers that I've started watching recently. And yeah, I'm just gonna get started. So a lot of people that I watch on YouTube also watch this first person that I'm gonna mention, and that is Jenna Marbles. I just think she's like really hilarious and relatable. I love that she works on her own little art projects and like house projects, and she kind of documents it to show you that really nobody knows what they're doing in their adult life, and it's just really fun to watch. I also really love her boyfriend Julian's channel. He does more cooking videos now, which for some reason they don't interest me as much as just the randomness of Jenna's, but I still put them on in the background whenever I'm crocheting or just doing some chores, and it's nice to just have something calm in the background, which is kind of funny because his whole like thing is that he's an Aries, and so he's chaotic, but he makes really relaxing videos now, so yeah. I also really love Mr. Marbles. I love the other dogs too, but Marbles is just so tiny and hilarious and cute, and I could watch videos of him just sitting there or sleeping all day and I would be happy with it. Recently I started following a few more sewing centric channels because as I'm working on my spring costume, I want to do research, and just having something kind of related on in the background is sort of motivating for me to work on it. So I've always followed Annika Victoria's channel, and she does this awesome series where she does make thrift buy, which is basically analyzing an item and figuring out how to make it out of thrifted or already owned things that you have. And her channel is great, but the person I want to talk about that I just recently found is Bernadette Banner, and she has so many really interesting videos, and they're usually pretty long too, so they're good to like stitch along with and just listen to in the background. But she focuses on historical sewing and garments from like the 18th century or something like that. And while I'm not particularly interested in doing that type of sewing, I think that her outlook on sewing as like a meditation type of thing and not just for the final product is really cool, and her voice is actually really relaxing, and she has quite an interesting accent and manner of speaking, which I find really charming and cute. So I like to watch her. This next channel or person that I'm going to talk about kind of relates to that historical appreciation type of genre on YouTube, but this is actually an ASMR video creator, and her name is Erin, I believe, but her YouTube channel is called Goodnight Moon, and she makes basically full-length interactive roleplay movies of like a flower shop. There was like a herbologist. I think those were the same one actually, but she recently made one that was like a costume making video where it's like an hour or two of just like this person measuring you and making like fabric suggestions, and I don't exactly know what goes on in the second half because I always fall asleep, but I really admire the dedication and work that she puts into her videos because they do really look like masterfully placed sets with like accurate props and like really interesting storylines that sometimes have to do with magic, and sometimes it's just like having tea with some random lady, but you know, I appreciate them all very much. Also in the realm of ASMR and trying to fall asleep using YouTube videos is Viva ASMR, and she is a Korean YouTube video maker. I don't know, I could call her an ASMR artist, I could call her a YouTuber, but I really love this series that she started recently, which is basically just some type of usually inanimate or like non-communicative object or animal has a problem, and she basically pampers them for the whole episode. And it's really cute because she hand makes all the little creatures. She made like a ceramic turtle and a little like star or something. I think my favorite one is basically this personified rock has been forgetting to take his medicine, and so a bunch of gems grew in his mouth. And so she just spends 20 minutes like picking out these like intricate little gems out of the stone's mouth. And I just find it really hypnotizing and relaxing. And I also think that her like Korean, her voice is very soft. I find that with a lot of Korean ASMR artists, they're very relaxing because they use such a soft tone when talking. And so yeah, that's like one of my favorite ASMR channels and series, is that little pampering thing that she does to these inanimate objects. Another YouTuber that I want to put a little spotlight on is Delightful. She is I believe she lives in Korea, but she is originally American. I'm not too sure about that, but her channel focuses mainly on doing doll repainting and styling, and she is like a magician with art supplies. Like, she can turn yarn into wigs and like random scraps of fabric into cute little jumpers and things like that. And I just, her videos don't come out often, but when they come out, you bet I'm gonna click on it right away, because I want to see this like really tiny doll that she's made all these custom clothes for, and they do basically the doll's face and makeup, and sometimes they make them into like creatures or characters. Like, I don't remember exactly what kind of character that she's done in the past, but basically non-human dolls with like tails and wings and things like that. And they're just really interesting to watch, to see like her creative process and how she puts these elements together to make one cohesive doll. And finally, you know, I couldn't go a whole video about YouTubers without mentioning Cindy Gunter Baldo, who is basically my biggest inspiration, planner friend kind of person that I watch on YouTube. And she has basically helped me figure out to do what I want to do with my planners and bullet journal and things like that, and not really look at what other people think I should be doing, etc., etc. So just a shout out to her, my favorite planner YouTuber. But if you like my videos about planners or other artistic things, you can hit the subscribe button and press the notification bell to see the videos when they come out in your notifications. And if you liked this video in particular, you can leave a like and comment who some of your favorite YouTubers are, and I'll see you in the next video.